three or four answers as to what comes to your mind when you hear the term pathways in Toastmasters. Can I have a quick, yeah, Asif?
I think it's a trajectory of learning. How,
Okay,
suppose if I'm a beginner, then
okay,
what are the what are the lessons that I have to go through and complete it based on my performance,
okay.
and it takes me as I progress the path.
Trajectory of learning. All right.
Yeah.
Some more answers. Maybe Pritam or Ravin. Yeah, Ravin. Ravin, your hand is raised. You can
Can
say.
you hear me now? Can you hear
Yeah,
me
I
now?
can. I can. I can.
Sure, sure. Yeah, at least I think the first pathways are just going through the website and looking at all the different teams. So I think it was a very good way to align your interests and see how you can improve on your core skills. So I choose persuasive writing, speaking. So that is pathways I've chosen. So I just want to see how I can influence others. And I
Okay.
think whatever projects I've done two projects so far. So I think at least the material was really helpful to understand how do you prepare your speech and how do you deliver it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I believe. That's what
So,
that comes to my mind.
so it comes. So, in short, it is aligning your core skills. Fantastic. Shivendra.
Yeah.
So when I heard the pathway, I understand it is a collection of milestones where I can reach my goals.
Okay. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Um, well, I got a variety of answers: trajectory of learning, aligning your core skills, and collection of milestones. Well, when I first heard the term pathways and when I first looked into it, the only thing that meant to me was it is like your syllabus. I'll come to this why, because before pathways we had the legacy modules of competent communicator and competent leadership tracks, and we had to complete those tracks and then achieve the recognitions or the titles that we were going for. But then from 2018 onwards, Toastmasters came up with pathways. Now, the moment I heard pathways, like I said, the first thing that came to my mind was the syllabus. Because if you look back at our own lives in class 11 or class 12, we might be pursuing science or commerce or arts, but the end goal was all the same, to make us uh, be prepared for our future, to make us be prepared for our journey ahead of life in the educational journey. Similarly, if you look at pathways, there are six pathways right now. Now, all these six pathways will prepare us in different ways to be the able communicator that we desire to be. If someone is aspiring to be a humorous speaker, you have got the engaging humor pathway. If somebody is aspiring to be a good leader, you have got the dynamic leadership pathway, and so on and so forth. But at the end of the pathway, there are two things that are going to happen. One is you're going to help yourself, because more and more levels you cross, the more better speaker you become. And on the other hand, you also help the district, because the more and more levels you cross, you achieve those goals for your club. When your club receives those goals or achieves those goals, it helps the club to be getting steps closer to becoming distinguished. And in turn, in the bigger picture, when your club becomes distinguished, it helps the district as well to achieve its own goals. So that is the way I look at pathways. Now, in Toastmasters, like all of us know, there are six pathways that we have, and for everybody who is in Toastmasters, the first path is free. So that comes along with the package of your new membership fees. You join in or you log in, and then you get your own path. Now, can I have a quick raise of hands from the people in the room for those who have not yet uh, selected a pathway for themselves? Okay. Shivendra, I heard that he had a challenge. Bhavna, Madhu. Okay. So Bhavna and Madhu, question for you is, have you tried accessing it? Or did you try to go to the portal and make an attempt to get a pathway for yourself?
Yeah, I did. It's
All right,
open. Yes.
it's working. All right. What about you, Bhavna?
Yes, I did try, but I could not navigate through properly. I thought I would get some insights from today's call.
Fantastic. Great. So the reason why I have asked this question is I will be sharing my screen in just a while. Just a moment. Okay. While my page has got frozen a little bit and I'm trying to open it, I'll quickly share my screen. Please let me know if you can see my screen. So this is your Toastmasters homepage, right? So when you log in and you click on the educational programs, you get to see this overview, pathways, speech craft, and youth programs. Our focus is right on this portion of pathways. You click on pathways, and it will show you welcome to pathways, and also there are a few options here as well. Now, in this part, as to pathways overview, if we click on this, yeah, Madhu, are you asking this question or you just have raised your hand and it is still there?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not asking. I'm following you. Thank you.
Oh, sure. No worries, no worries. We are there together. No worries on that. So if you click on paths and projects, it will show you the 6 paths that are there. If we choose on any one of them, my favorite one being the engaging humor, it will show you the entire layout or the entire syllabus that I was talking about. Each level, what are the things that are there in each level? From level 3, 4, and 5, you have also got electives. Now, what are these electives? If you click on this elective projects, it will show you what those electives are. You click on these 3 of them, you get an entire total picture as to what your goal should be in order to complete that pathway. There are a few more things as well in it, and I'll come to it in a later stage. But just for the sake of understanding, when you are going to select a pathway, this is how you can navigate through or see what a pathway or what are the elements are there in a pathway. Having seen that, I'll try to take you through. You come here, you see more information, choose a path. The moment you select on choose a path, a window opens where we are asked to give the language, select the language of English, and then it gives you 2 options: view all the learning or take a path assessment. For all the new members of Toastmasters, I would always sincerely urge you to go and take the path assessment because it will give you an idea of what your inclination is. There are around uh, mm, I forgot the number of questions actually. It's an assessment. One question leads on to the other, and with the help of an AI based tool, Toastmasters will suggest a pathway for you based on your answers. And then, so if you click on continue, the pathways assessment will start. The moment it starts, you give your answers accordingly. The next questions will come up, and after the end of this, 30 is the answer. 30 odd questions. You will get to have a selected list of pathways that Toastmasters suggests for you. You are free to go by that suggestion and select your pathway. You also have your own choice to completely ignore it and go for something that you feel is more important for you. Both ways are fine. You can do whatever feels better or comfortable for you, but as long as you're selecting a pathway, we are all good. This part, I think we all are on the same page. So I'll do is I'll stop sharing my screen here once, and I'll reshare it to show you one document. Now this is a document which I have not prepared myself. I'll be honest about that. It's just that I have come across this document and I felt it would be very helpful for all of us to follow and understand. So I'll be sharing this document towards the end. No worries about that. So these are the six pathways that we have, like I spoke about, and it also contains the customized link where you can click on, and it will take you to the place where I just showed you to choose the pathway. Yes, Asif, any question you have?
Yeah, suppose I have already enrolled myself to one of the pathway,
Hmm.
but alongside I have also taken an assessment, and assess as per the assessment
Hmm.
through
Hmm.
the AI, I got a pathway that is supposed to be a human. So in this contrast, what should I do?
Okay. In that case, you should be asking yourself the pathway that you have chosen for yourself right now. Are you okay with are you okay with the fact that you'll be continuing your journey along with it, or you really want to switch over to the humor pathway, which is something that you have is you got as a part of the AI assessment. If you think that no, the pathway which I have right now chosen for myself is fine, and I can go for the humorous pathway after this pathway is over, or in addition to this pathway, then fine, you can go along with it. But in case if you feel no, right now I only want to sharpen my humorous speaking skills only, and not the other pathway which I have mistakenly chosen, then there is something which Toastmasters can help you out. I have seen a lot of people for whom this has worked, and I'm sure that this is still in place right now as well. Like I said, that it is like a syllabus for me. If you compare all the first levels, they are all the same. It is where we are preparing ourselves to be a speaker. The competency increases once you move up to level 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there are exceptions where if you and your VP ed write an email to Toastmasters considering for a swap, they allow it. They used to allow it up to a couple of years back. I'm not sure if the same is applicable even now. So if you really feel that the pathway you have chosen was not something you aspire to do right now, and you want to make a change in it right away, maybe you can try that path. You can talk to your VP ed, and both of you can draft an email, or the VP ed can draft an email on your behalf requesting to change your pathway, mentioning your name and your membership number. I think that is possible. It takes some time, maybe a couple of weeks time, but it was possible 2 years back, a couple of years back is what I can last remember, and I think it is still there in place. So that is something you can try, or else you can wait for this pathway to be over and then go for the humorous pathway. I think
All
that
right, I got the
some
answer.
yeah
Thank you.
that yeah. So as you can see that the level 1 of your pathway, it shows that it just prepares you as a speaker. It equips you with all those learnings that are needed to be in the fundamental stage of public speaking. The next level, when you go up after your level 1 is done, you go up to the next level of level 2. You understand your style. You go into a little more depth than the level 1. Okay, where you start exploring what are the different types of communication styles, what are the different leadership styles, and then what does Toastmasters do in terms of mentoring. So those skills come as a part of the level 2. If you go to level 3, it is where the electives start. I showed you a while back that you have got more relatives over there, and there your core skills will start growing more and more. When you go into the level 4, it is in a higher stage where the skills that you have learned so far is time, it's now time for you to apply them across 4 and 5. And in 5 you are expected to show those skills in a much more advanced manner, because you are about to complete the path. You are almost at the point of time in your journey as a Toastmaster for that particular pathway where you have almost completed 80% of your journey, and it's the last 20%, the last lap, where once you have completed, you can call yourself to be an accomplished speaker in XYZ pathway. So this is why how the levels progression goes on. So here is a very a short guideline as to what are the things that you need to do in completing your projects. Now in this regard, I have a question for all of you. Yeah, Prasanna, I'll just come to your question in a bit. Just give me a while, please. How many of you here have got have not got their mentors assigned as yet? A quick raise of hands. Okay. So apart from Madhu and Shivendra and Bhavna, others have all got your mentors. Okay. Same for Bala. Okay. The reason why I asked you this question is it is very important that in your journey as a Toastmaster, not just for your pathways, you should always be having a mentor. Because a mentor is someone who has been in this journey for quite some time and will be there to help you out and will be there to guide you. Because otherwise, without a mentor, we will be lost. We'll not know what to do, how to do, and when to do things, and the journey will seem meaningless. And after a point of time, we will not find the results or will not find the impact that we were expecting within ourselves. So if you have joined your club, then I would request you all to please speak to your VP Edu and get a mentor assigned to you who will not only prepare you for the club roles, for the different contests, but will also help you in your pathways. I would urge all of you to sit with your mentor and prepare your speeches as per the levels that are there. So that is an important aspect when you are going to deliver your projects. Even today, when I am attempting a particular speech in a particular level of a certain project, I first talk to my mentor, then I write down that speech, show him the draft, he checks the draft, he recommends corrections in it, and then I again try to come up with a video or I practice in front of him in person, and when he gives me a go ahead, I'd go ahead and deliver it. If we follow this journey or if we follow this path, only then I feel that this journey will seem meaningful. Otherwise, if we try to prepare the speeches by ourselves, I'm not saying that we cannot. We all are competent enough, but we will get the most out of it if we follow this path. Even if you see here, completing our projects, uh, we had to begin. No, I'll show you how to navigate through Basecamp, and then you read your modules, and then you prepare for your first speech. That is your icebreaker, where you share your own story. Then you deliver your project at a meeting, and then you get feedback from the evaluators. And then when you get the feedback, you go back to your mentor, speak with him, and then note down what are the evaluations received and how you can incorporate those evaluations into your speech or into your speaking style and come back stronger the next time onwards. See, if we do not reinvent ourselves, if we do not change the way we are doing things, then whatever shortcomings are there within us, whatever weaknesses are there within us, will remain the same. And that is where a mentor can serve as the perfect mirror for you to understand where you stand and to understand how to help you to go the long way. At this point of time, I will quickly show you how to navigate through Basecamp. Okay, before that, how many of you how many of you do not know what Basecamp is? A quick raise of hands. Himangi, Sif, Madhu. Okay. I'll just quickly show you what Basecamp is. Basecamp is nothing but the exact place where these projects are all uh, located. So the easiest way to go to Basecamp is welcome your name, my home. You click on my home and then you click on go to Basecamp. The moment you go to Basecamp, it will show you all those modules or all those paths which are there tagged under your name. Either they're in progress or they've been completed. So I'll just randomly take the example of dynamic leadership, the one which I just purchased a couple of days back or a couple of weeks back for that matter. So you see, this shows me it gives me an overview. The progress it shows as 0% complete because as I've said, I just bought it a couple of weeks back. I'm yet to start on this pathway at all. So the moment I start thinking that, okay, I need to deliver my first speech. So these are the requirements as well. So if I click on this, it will show me what is the basic thing, a basic funda behind the mastering fundamentals level. So it gives you a very short brief in understanding of what the level is, so that you can have a proper understanding and not waste time by reading into it right now. You can take a look at it at your own pace and at your own free time, and then the projects that are required in order to get it to in order to complete this. So here you have to play the role of a speaker for an icebreaker, play the role of a speaker for writing a speech with a purpose, play the role of a speaker again for introduction to vocal variety and body language, and you have to play the role of a speaker and an evaluator for evaluation and feedback. So in this speech, just for the sake, I know many of us know it already who are sitting here in the audience. For this speech, you have to first deliver a speech. It can be on any topic, anything under the sun. Deliver it and receive feedback. And once you get the feedback, you have to re-deliver the speech once again with those feedback points incorporated. That is one aspect of it. And the other is you have to also play the role of an evaluator, where your evaluation will be evaluated by another senior evaluator to help you to understand where you stand as an evaluator. So, just for the sake of clarity of many of the new members out here, I just thought I will explain this. So, these are the meeting roles that you need to do. So, after you have gone through this, you click on the next button and it takes you to the checklist. So, each time you are uh, completing one of these roles, one of the things that I just showed in the previous page, you can mark it over here. If you want to add something as a challenge of your own role, you can write it over here as well and add. It's up to you. And then you can note things down as to what are the things you have learned by completing the meeting roles. Meeting roles part I'll come in just a while, and also what are the things that you can do to challenge yourself the next time. Now these are optional for you. It is not mandatory. Even if you keep it blank or give a space and a dot and move ahead, the system will not stop you from making a progress or from proceeding. But I would strongly recommend you that this is your own notebook, this is your own diary. Let us not be uh, dishonest to our own self. So if we can track or if we can record our own understanding and our own analysis in these places, later on in life when we take a look at it, or when we retrospect, it will be of a lot more meaningful, and it will help us a lot. And then once this is done, you can go back to this. You can go here in the icebreaker. This page, this part is not loading. So here you can actually you can click on it. It will show you that what are the things to be done, and then you can proceed and get the evaluations done, and then come back over here and complete it and move to the next one. And then when everything is done, the level one gets completed and you move to the next level. I'll go back to the document that I was referring to. So here, if you see, the section 4 speaks about the electives, which I've already spoken to you, which I've already shown you. So this again, you can see at a later point of time, and I will not take much time from by explaining this over here. Okay. Now, for scheduling a speech, that we all know that we can speak with our VP education. Then we can also like I said, we need to request for a mentor who will come and will help us in our journey, help us to draft a speech, practice a speech, and deliver the speech. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask your mentor, argue with him, be on the same page with him. But at least at the end of the discussion, you will need to ensure that your questions are answered so that you are totally ready for your next speech. And then you can schedule your speech by talking to the VP Edu. Now, this is the way you can track your progress, like I've shown this. I'll also be sharing this with you so that you can refer at your own free time. This is the place where I want to give some emphasis. I will I'll just try to uh, zoom in this page a little bit, because this is somewhere where I need everyone to be a little aware of a few things. No, this is something that has been introduced newly into the pathways. At every level, or at every in all of the pathways that we have, there are a few other things as well which needs to be completed so that you can mark that level as complete. This was not there before. This has been only introduced last year. So for level 1, you have to ensure that apart from completing your speaking roles or your evaluator roles, you also have to ensure that you have been a table topic speaker at least once, you have been an evaluator at least once, and you have played the role of a timer or an accounter. The moment you have done these things as well as your educational speeches, consider your level 1 to be complete. The next is the level 2. So you have to all in the meeting, you need to play the role of a grammarian, a table topics master, an evaluator, and a toastmaster, a timer, or an accounter, alongside the pathways projects that you have for that level. When these things are done, only then you can go and mark yourself as level 2 completion. You come to level 3. Things go a little bit higher from the level 3 onwards. Here you have to at least play the role of a toastmaster, an evaluator, and a table topics master, or a table topic speaker, or or an introductory mentor. Now, what is an introductory mentor? Similar to what I just spoke about. Yeah, yes, Pratima ma'am. I see your hand
Hello.
is raised.
Good. Yeah, good evening,
Yeah,
DTM Biswas. I
yes.
wanted to check, will you be showing us how to log the roles as well on the portal? Is
Uh,
it is there a so the roles that
hmm,
we
hmm.
fulfill here based on the screen that you're sharing right now,
Yes,
where do
yes.
we log them on the portal? Can you teach us that, please?
Yes. Actually, I have also not tried that, but yeah, I will be trying it here in front of all of us so that we'll all be on the same page. That
Can
we
I
can do.
Sure.
answer, Vispa?
Yes, please. Yes, Vandana.
Yeah, Pratima, actually it is part of the when you try to close your particular level, like let's say level
Okay.
1, actually
Okay.
Bishwa showed it. When you
Hmm.
close it, try to submit the level 1, it will give
Hmm.
you a list of checklist where you have to check that timer and our counter thing. Yeah, he's showing it now. So you can see it here.
So I have another question. Thank you, Vandana. I have
Yeah.
another question to anybody here who can answer this question. Now, for people who started, like I've been very slow in my journey, my
Hmm.
personal journey in terms of level completions. So for people who started this before the roles were introduced, does this feature not show up on our personal profiles?
Oh, it does.
Um, it does. Okay.
In my profile section, when you come
Hmm.
outside the pathway,
Hmm.
we can log along with our date. You can, for
Log it, is it?
example,
Okay.
my profile.
Can I answer?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes, Saurav.
go ahead, DTM, sir.
Not here
No,
in the base camp.
In the
Uh,
base camp itself. All right.
yeah.
no. The answer is it will not show, Pratima. People who started this role thing has been added last year only, which is
October.
2025.
Now
Hmm.
at the top corner, you can see your profile now, Biswaraj. In that, go to profile. Scroll down. Yeah, meeting roles. You can add. Scroll down. Yeah.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. So the moment
Along
you
with the
take a
date,
role, oh,
you can enter which role you have performed. I mean, this is like a record for you.
Okay.
oh, all right, all
Yeah.
right, all right, all right, all right.
So, all okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. But can we go back to Saurabh's response? Because I'll tell you why after Saurabh's response. Saurabh, can you clarify that, please?
Yeah, Pratima. So what we are seeing right now is something different. We all are free to take roles in normal club meetings aside to speeches. And that is one thing. What Biswaraj was showing earlier was there are few roles prescribed by Toastmaster International as a part of a particular level. And you might not see
Correct.
those roles in your login, because if you started a path before this change happened, it will show that you are using a legacy path word. Legacy legacy word will appear, and in that case, these roles will not show under the level that you are doing. For
Right
example, if you
now.
are doing
Okay.
level 1,
Got
you will
it.
only see 4 items: icebreaker, writing a speech with a purpose, voice modulation, body
Okay.
language, and evaluation and feedback. You will not see any role.
Okay, got it. I'll tell you why now. It was
Hmm.
sorry, DTM Biswas
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Vandana
please.
is because I just closed my level 3,
Mm-hmm.
and I was intrigued because when I closed my level 3 a week, 2 weeks ago, I think maybe 3 weeks ago, I did not get this prompt, and I'm wondering is something. Now, did I miss
Yeah,
Mm.
anything?
actually, the
Did I?
same thing
Did I?
happened to me
Yeah,
as well. I was talking to
yeah.
Bandhan a couple of days back, and
Hmm,
I was a little surprised. Bandhan, if you remember, that is
hmm,
it? And only then I got to know, okay, these are newly
yeah.
introduced last year because I was also
Okay.
doing one of the pathways that
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
continuing. I didn't get
Yeah.
those options either for myself.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would also echo to what Saurav has just said, Pratima. I also, when this was introduced last year in October, I was in my pathway of effective coaching and I was just about to close that. So I didn't see those new enhancement being added there. But I'm not sure if anybody from the existing six new pathways, existing six pathways which are there, is this enhancement been added to them or not? Because for legacy it was not there, but for new all the existing pathways I'm not sure about that.
For
All
new
right.
ones, it
Maybe
is
Thank you for
somebody.
new.
already,
Yeah, for
yeah,
new ones, apparently it's there. So
it's
thank
coming
you
up.
for
Pratima,
the.
That's
yeah,
correct.
After
Pratima,
Thank
you
you.
the
can.
after
Thank you.
October it is there. After October I have
Hmm.
added a new
Yeah,
pathway, that is persuasive influence. There all these things are there. Let's say if I
yeah.
would
So
have
that is
added before that persuasive influence, is that been updated there also or not? That is a question.
okay. So all right, net, I think we are clear that anybody who's
Hmm.
begun a pathway before the role addition happened, you did not see it, and there will be an indication that it is legacy. But everybody after we see it. Thanks, everybody. Thank you for the discussion and your time.
Thank you. Thank you. And I think in any ways, if they are showing us a non-compliant over there, the moment they go and deliver those speeches or complete those roles, they can come back and mark it as complete and they can proceed. I think that should also be there actually. But yeah, thank you so much, Fatima, for that question, and thank you, Vandana, for and Saurabh for chipping in with your answers. That was very helpful. So coming back to the discussion that we were in, so as you see in the level 3, there are some other enhancements as well. I spoke about something in the legacy track. We used to have the successful club series, successful leader series and leadership excellence series and speaker series. So those have also been brought back as a part of level 3, 4 and 5. So apart from your speeches that are there as a part of that pathway in level 3, like I said, the meeting roles you have to complete. You also have to complete any one from the successful club series presentation, either creating the best club climate or meeting roles and responsibilities or keeping the commitment or going beyond your club. Similar thing when you go to level 4. Apart from the electives that you are choosing or the projects that you are doing, you have to be a general evaluator, a toastmaster, an evaluator, a table topic speaker, topics master. You also have to complete one speech from the successful club series and one speech from the successful speaker series. Similarly, in the level 5, your job becomes a little more difficult. You have to be a GE twice at least, the Toastmaster of the day twice at least, evaluator twice at least, be a table topic speaker, a table topic master, timer, account, a grammarian, a club mentor, a repeat a role again you have performed before, as well as one of your successful club series presentation and one from the leadership series presentation. Now when I say these terms, it sounds a little bit of Hebrew for most of us. So I'll come back to the dashboard once again. If I go to presentation mastery and if I click on, say for example, level 3, if I go to level 3, what are the things that I need to do in my level 3? You see, those successful clubs I was talking about, the list is given as even here as well. Now, say for example, you wish to uh, pursue the only one of them, that is the meeting rules and responsibilities. You can click on learn more. The moment you click on learn more, you will get this. So you can download the manual. If you download this manual, you will get a PDF where the entire thing, what is need to be done as a part of that series, is all explained. This used to be hard copies before, is all I can is what I can remember very clearly. But now it is all in a soft copy. You have to go through the entire thing, and there is also a presentation which comes along with it. The moment you take a download of it, the zip file contains the PDF as well as the presentation, the PPT. You have to present that in front of your club and get your evaluation done by an evaluator. When the evaluator has evaluated the entire thing, you have to send the report back to your VP education, and then you can file this to completion. Any questions that I have on this? Yes, Asif.
Say, know that everything has a timeline. So, do we have any timelines to complete any of the levels for the pathways?
Absolutely no. Toastmasters, as we all know, is a self-paced program. I have known people who take 20 years to be a DTM. I have seen people who take 3 years to be a DTM. Why? Because this person has maybe taken 20 years to complete his pathways or his learning journeys. The other person might have taken 3 years. It is a self-paced learning. Whenever it is comfortable for us, convenient for us, and easy for us, we'll prepare and we'll deliver. Having said that, I would recommend that there should be a target we should set for ourselves. Because if we delay something or procrastinate a lot in our learning journey, the only person who is hampered in the end is we ourselves. So if we want to arrest that, and if we want to put guardrails around it and ensure that we are on track to become the better speaker that we aspire for and why we are here in Toastmasters, we can set up a target for our own self. So, Asif, to answer your question, if I have to speak to my mentees and if I have to ask them that, hey, you can target 3 levels in a year. Why? Because 3 levels in a year is approximately equal to 12 or 13 speeches, one speech per month, doable for me. And second thing is, by doing that, they also get a triple crown pin. So it's a win-win situation for both Toastmasters, that is the club and the district, as well as for the member. So you can target 3 levels in a year, Asif, for yourself. In that way, you can get a pin for yourself, and will also be on a very smooth and not so steep journey of excellence. If that answers your question, Asif.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks.
Yeah. So I'll come back to this. So here there are 3 barcodes as well. So once I share this document with you, it will be helpful. Yeah, Prasad, tell me. And remember, Prasanna also had a question.
Yeah. So generally each level is referred with a title. So level 5 is titled as demonstrating expertise.
Yes.
And I see there are projects people who skip because they're electives and some of them seem are important. So how do we ensure that actually after completing a pathway we are really demonstrating expertise, or who can assess that? Is there a way that we get all the level 5 level 4 evaluations have to be done by someone who is very experienced and they give a feedback?
Okay. I'll come to your answer. Prasanna, if you're here, can I have your question, please, as well? Because I missed addressing your question. I'll come to you, Prasanna,
Hey,
in
hi,
just a moment.
Bishwa. I think after I saw your login, my first question answered, and my second question subsequently was addressed as well.
Fantastic. Thank you
Yeah,
so
so
much.
just for everyone's knowledge, the question that I asked is, can we take up multiple pathways? And I think that answered with Biswas login. There can be multiple.
Yes, yes, yes. I always have been an advocate of taking up multiple pathways, because
Yeah.
one pathway sometimes it becomes boring for me to continue. So the other one is a refreshing change for me. Okay. Yeah. To
Yeah.
come
And the
back.
next was
Yeah.
regarding the electives. Will that be available in all the pathways? And yeah, even that's true. It's there in all the pathways.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is there. It is there. Okay. Thank you so much, Prasanna. Coming back to Prasad and your answer. So, Prasad, if you look at the core value of Toastmasters, it is IRAC: integrity, respect, service, excellence. The first is integrity. So, the growth in Toastmasters is always dependent on ourselves and on our own hands. There is no one to monitor, there is no one to sit and have an eye on you and to check things. Are you doing it honestly, or are you being dishonest in your journey or not? So, having said that, if today sitting here in front of all of you, if I think that okay, I just mark my level 1 completed without even delivering a single speech, I can go ahead and do it. There is no one to check, cross check, or even counter me for that. But if I do that, who is and the losing side of things? It's me. It's me myself, because I'm not learning. Without learning, I have just gone on and used some wins or the other to show that okay, my job is done. And whom am I cheating in that process? Myself. So the answer to you is, if we really want the level 5 to be impactful, and if we really want it to be challenging us or to be extracting the best out of us, if we do it correctly in the way it should be done, it will benefit us in the long run. And I would always recommend you that whenever you're having an evaluator for a level 4 or level 5, have someone who is already on a much more on a senior journey in Toastmasters, someone who has already completed these levels, someone who has completed a path or a pathway or a two, so that he or she can give you the correct insight, or he or she can give you the proper evaluation or the proper feedback for you to work upon. If you are on a level 4, and if you are having it evaluated by someone on the level 2 who has got no idea of what it is there in the level 4 or level 5, he or she might be giving you a feedback, but will that feedback always be in the lines that you are expecting to hear? Might be not. So in order to ensure that, for your own personal benefit and for your own personal growth, I would strongly recommend you to have someone who is, like I said, experienced or matured in his journey as a Toastmaster, who can give you the concrete feedback, concrete recommendations for you to work upon and to come back stronger in the next speech that you are going to prepare. I hope that answers the question, Asif.
Yep.
Or sorry,
Thank you.
Prasad, right?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. And before wrapping up, just one thing to show that what will happen if you complete your pathway. So, one of the prerequisites of being a DTM or a distinguished Toastmaster is to complete two pathways. If you remember that there is something called as the pathways of DTM, which was shared by our PQD team a couple of weeks back, which gave us the complete roadmap for someone to become a DTM. So there are many aspects of it. You have to serve as a sponsor, or sponsor or a coach. You have to serve as in a district officer role for an entire year. You have to serve as a VPAD or a president for 6 months. But apart from that, there's something also called the pathways. So in pathways, you have to complete two pathways completely. So if you are completing your pathways, if you're completing your educational journey in pathways, you are helping yourself in two ways. You're helping your club in one way, that is a different journey altogether. You're helping all yourself as well to, number one, become a better version of yourself, and number two, you're taking another step in your journey to become a distinguished Toastmaster. So with that, I come to an end of presenting my screen. I will now open the forum for any questions or any discussions that we would like to have.
Hi, Biswas.
Yes. Hello.
Will you please read my chat to you?
Yes, I'm sorry, my screen was on sharing mode and I could not read the chats that was given. Can you tell me which chat you are referring to, please? That would be a little helpful.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, I chat texted to you, I thought. Anyway, I'll tell you what it is. I was in USA in 2018.
Okay.
I used to go to one club there.
Mhm.
So that time I joined and I signed up for, I think the first one is free. So it was called team collaboration.
Yes.
But I didn't start it long, like 6 years ago, 2018. That's almost 6 years.
Mhm.
So
8 years ago. Yeah.
So it says in progress. So Vignesh told me that I should start it and I should. So it's not in the list of what you just showed us.
Yes. So, Madhu, I got your question. Previously, there were 11 pathways, and that was the time when you might have chosen team collaboration. But recently, Toastmasters has reduced the number of pathways. First by a few of them, and now it has come down to six. So that is why the six pathways are the ones that you see in the portal right now. However, for people who have, the last time I checked this, for people who have chosen a pathway before the decommissioning was done, their pathways are still available. So if so, Madhu, if I'm not wrong, the moment you open your base camp, you can still see team collaboration over there, right?
Right.
Right. So I'm very sure if you start on in your journey in team collaboration and if you deliver speeches from there, it will still be counted as a pathway completion.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Anyone else has a question? Yes, Hari.
Yeah, thank you for the session, Bishwa. My question was related to the evaluation feedback. Now,
Yes.
how to upload the evaluation feedback in the base camp?
Okay. For the first level, right?
Yeah, for all the projects, what we do, which we get from the evaluators, is there a way to properly record those in the base camp?
Mm. See, there. No, I have to check once. See, what I used to do is I used to take the evaluation notes, write it in and keep it safe in my folder. That is, when I would share the PDF with my evaluator, he would give it back to me, and I would save it in my folder for my own records. So if I check today, if I open my OneDrive, I have the record of almost all the evaluator of evaluations that I have received so far. If not 100%, around 95%, I have it already with me. I have never tried myself recording. I'll just go and see if the
Can
new
I answer
framework.
that, Bishwa?
Yes, Chandra.
Can I answer that? Yeah, thank you, DTM Bishwa. Yeah, Toastmaster Hari, we have an option. See, before if the evaluator is from the same club, you have an option where even the application is given. Web application is already available. You can try to save and email the evaluator. So that option is available. If you go to the pathways as well, right? Like while you are navigating to the project, at the last, like you can give the speech details and select the club name and the evaluators, like which will be coming from the drop down. If it is apart from the other evaluator, apart from your club, then there is a note section like at the end. So you can try to add that log for your reference, and you can try to take the PDF form and upload in the resources section. But there is a limit for the number of documents that which we can upload in the TMI portal. But again, you can personally store them if it is there from a long time. That is one thing I would suggest, Toastmaster Hari.
Yeah, got it, Chandra. Thank you, Bishwa and Chandra.
Thank you, Chandra. That was insightful for me as well. I see the red card. So, Chandra, how much time do I have? How many minutes is
No,
it?
please, you have see we started 10 minutes late, but you have 5 to 10 minutes, like say 5 to 7
Okay.
minutes to wrap up the Q&A.
Yes.
We are fine.
Okay.
You can go
All
ahead.
right. All right. All right. All right. So, any
Vishwa,
other questions?
this is Vandana.
Yeah,
So,
hi Vandana.
Vishwa, did you cover the second pathway, which is a paid one? How to go with it? How to proceed and navigate to get a pathway and add it?
See,
Second, third, or any subsequent pathway. Did you cover that?
this is the same thing only. Okay, I'll just show it once
No, it's
again.
not the same thing. That's why I wanted you to cover that.
Okay, okay, okay. Just a minute. Okay, I'll just show it. 1 second. Okay, Safari, share. Okay, if I go to see any pathway I choose from here on will be my fifth pathway. Okay, so if I have to choose a path, select
So,
language.
so first, no, this I know. Can you go back where exactly we have to go in the base
Ah,
camp only?
no, not in the base camp. In the educational programs, pa-
Educational programs. Okay.
pathways,
Okay.
more information. Choose a
Choose
path.
a path. Okay.
Yeah,
Got
you
it.
go to choose a path. You select your preferred language.
So from here on, it is all clear. But
Yeah.
till the third point, it was a little struggle. So that's the reason.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay, okay. I think yeah. So the same thing. You can view all the learning. Just for the sake of everybody, I'll just show it once again. So you can just go and choose, say, a persuasive influence once again, and then pay the amount of money. And I think from there on, it's pretty much straightforward. I think
Can you please go back where we see the pathways?
yes.
And can you just scroll down a little bit?
Yeah. 1 second. Back. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, this is what is this additional content?
Okay. So if you open the options for pathways, so these are some of the vintage paths that have come back in Toastmasters. So if you choose them, they are costing you $60, which you can select and have your own journey started as well. This was first introduced in 1990s, as you can see, and then it was decommissioned. So these are the vintage paths,
Oh,
not a
this is
part of this.
$60. It is also a paid pathway.
Yeah, it is also a paid pathway, not the free
And,
ones.
and it is $60. More
$60.
than the regular pathway
Yes,
price.
absolutely. Yes, more than regular
So what
pathway.
is the difference between this, like in this communication series and other?
Yes.
I would like to add on. Maybe DTM Biswas, is it okay if I can
Yeah,
add
yeah,
on?
please, please,
Yeah,
please,
see,
please.
like earlier in the legacy program, we used to have something called as competent communicator and
Communicator, yeah.
competent leader. So I completed myself personally both CC and CL. The
Yeah.
same path, like they brought it back again and provided that as a pathway. So all the journey, like within the CC, you can see that like it is provided part of this new pathway. And same thing like for the leadership track as well. Like if you can go back a little, so you can see that like additional pathways. Can you navigate once, Vishwa? A little
Yes.
down? Yeah, these two like you can see. Like even there are some projects, Bandana, Toastmaster Bandana, like which are related to ACS. They used to call advanced
Yes.
communicator manuals. Like storytelling is one of that. So they included and they try to provide this part of these two pathways. So we can say both the legacy programs like which we used to have, like which are quite popular back then. They try to bring it back and provided that as a complete pathway. So anyone has a choice to pick them. CC manual, right? Like so, who miss
Yep,
that
yep.
flavor of it, they are free to enroll again and try to even have that learning once again.
And it was
Mostly for new
more
members.
challenging actually. It was even
Yeah.
more challenging than pathways.
But this is also going to be calculated as part of the DTM journey if we select the vintage pathway.
Yes, yes, it is pretty
Yes,
much
yes,
the
yes.
same. The count will be the same.
It will
Okay.
be considered as one of your paths, just as the cost is more.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for explaining.
Okay.
Do we have any more questions? Anyone? Looks like you addressed like all of them, DTM Bishwa.
Yes.
Yeah, I would
At
like
least I
to,
tried to address all of them.
yeah, and I think we are bang on time. So we minus the 10 minutes like which we started late, we are pretty much on time. I request, do we have Toastmaster Supraja? Toastmaster Supraja, thank you so much for adding that point, like for the navigation, which was quite helpful for everyone. So if you are, I think she's available, is it? Like, no? Okay. Okay, thank you, Supraja. And apart from that, like, thank you, DTM Pratima, DTM Saurabh, Toastmaster Bandana, for adding on, like, for all the queries, like, which we got along with DTM Bishwa. Any more questions, anyone?
Can we have a group picture of this session? I think this is the
Yeah.
first ever session in our district educational session. So can we have one?
And
Can
Yeah,
request all
sure.
of you to come on video and we can have a
and
group picture.
just a word, please. I also have given my phone number in the chat, so you can save my phone number, and you can have your questions later on. I'm available in WhatsApp. You can also call me. I'll be more than happy to answer your queries.
Okay. Yeah, we request if you guys are comfortable, like, please to come on video. We can take a quick group picture. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like anyone else? I think like we can anyway it is recording Toastmaster Bandana. Like we can do one thing. We can take later as well. Like what we'll do, I'll scroll the screen and it will be coming up and we can take the snapshots. That's what we can do. All right. Like let me. One more time. Yeah. Cheese, everyone. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, once again, we would like to thank everyone on Sunday evening for choosing the learning and joining this session. And once again, DTM Bishwa, we would like to thank you and a gratitude from our side. So please, Bandana, can you help with taking the picture?
Yeah,
Thank
sure.
you.
I'm taking.
Yeah. Thank you, DTM Biswaraj.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity as well. I hope it was helpful. My number is in the chat space. If you have any other further queries, please feel free to reach out and I'll be more than happy to help.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks everyone. We are good to wind up. Bye.